All right, massive news for the NFL, and it's great news if you're an impending free agent or someone who is due for a contract extension. The NFL salary cap taking a huge jump, going up over $30 million from last season, the largest single increase ever in NFL history, $30 million. Boy, oh boy. And it's the largest percentage increase from year to year since 2006, going up over 13%. This is ridiculous, folks. I mean, as late as last week, NFL teams were projecting around the mid to maybe high 240s, and we're at over $255 million for their salary cap. Great news if you're a free agent this year, and great news if you're a guy who's going to get paid. They're going to reap the massive dividends from this, and it's going to help a lot of teams out. There are a lot of teams that were in cap hell, and teams that were in great cap shape are going to be in better cap shape. But this makes total sense. The NFL is king. We've seen year after year how the NFL dominates the TV ratings. It negotiated its deal in 2021 when the numbers were kind of all screwed up. So when that deal comes up, that's going to be even bigger. But it just keeps growing and growing. We set records across the NFL this season in viewership. We were up. We've been up since the pandemic. We were up again this year. The Taylor Swift bump, obviously, but the playoffs as a whole were way up. We had the most watched playoff game ever in the AFC Championship game. We had a massive number on the NFC side. The Super Bowl, the most watched Super Bowl ever. It was the most watched television event in America since the moon landing. Everybody's watching the NFL. Everybody's all in on football. It's all America all the time. And the players are going to reap their rewards. They have a good negotiated deal here with the revenue split. And as long as advertisers keep paying, teams are going to keep reaping those rewards and players are going to get those contracts. They're not going to expand the roster, so all that money just ends up in players' pockets. Now, there's going to be pushback. People are already pissed that players make too much and it's blah, 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 blah. I think it's a bunch of crap. I think this is great for the players. This is great for the league. It shows you how healthy the NFL is as an organization. There are obviously issues the NFL needs to address to keep up this trend, but I do believe that they will get these issues figured out. Most importantly, the officiating side of the NFL, but the players are going to keep getting paid. I mean, we've seen we've seen networks who are willing to pay exclusive rights for playoff games. Amazon, $150 million for wild card games. Guess where that money goes? That money goes directly to the players, essentially, or at least 51% of it. It's a huge deal. Now, I do hate the fact that they're going to put more postseason games behind paywalls. It's kind of bullshit to the fans. But again, the NFL's never prioritized the fan. They've made that very clear. They don't really prioritize the fans. They definitely don't prioritize the people who go to the games with the absurd ticket prices they're charging these days. But everyone will sit down. Everybody buys the packages. Everyone buys Sunday Ticket. Everyone buys Amazon Prime to watch the NFL because it's our favorite thing to do in America. I think 90 out of the top 100 shows in 2023 were NFL games. I think 93 of the top 100 were football games in general, a couple of college games stuck in there. But yeah, this is huge, huge news, and it's going to really be interesting to see how teams adjust to this, because are they going to start over planning their cap situations, saying, hey, we saw this massive increase, we set a record in the last two seasons, 2023, 2024, the highest caps ever. It's going to continue that way, obviously, but are we going to see some teams overstep now, hand out some bad contracts, and project when the league might slow down a little bit? I don't know if we're going to see this crazy increase like we saw this year. The Taylor Swift factor alone has to be taken into consideration. There were so many women and so many girls who watched a lot of NFL games because of Taylor Swift and because of the Chiefs. Has that worn off? The Chiefs won their Super Bowl. The story kind of finished. I'm sure we'll still get some hubbub about it. And who knows? They could be broken up, her and Travis Kelce. So that could also hurt the ratings. But the NFL has been desperate to expand their demographic. They've pretty much thrown away the diehard football fans like myself, probably like a lot of you watching, for the casual fans who don't really watch. They get them in. They wanted to get into the women demographic, and we've seen a massive explosion in women viewership over the past 7 to 10 years. It's really, really gone up. They've had a concerted effort to expand into that market. And now we see what the next market is for the NFL. It's the international series. They projected by 2025, every single team will have an international game, whether it be in Germany, London, Spain. They're in Brazil next year. The Eagles are playing in Brazil, Mexico, obviously. Maybe we'll get some Canadian games, but I think they just kind of count Canada anyway. They want everybody across the pond. Might even see a new division go into Europe and have everybody go and play those divisions. It'll be really interesting to see what the next steps are and what the growth is for the NFL. But hey, you're in for a huge payday. This is a big, big W for you. The first one that comes to mind, Justin Jefferson, who was already looking at a 30 plus million contract. I was thinking more like 34 to 35 million. We might see that number get to as high as 37 now. It's crazy to think about upcoming quarterbacks possibly. Now, I don't know, none of these quarterbacks. CJ Stroud's a couple years away. He's the only really young quarterback that hasn't been paid yet that comes to mind. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited about this? Do you think it's a big boon for the NFL? Or do you think the NFL is going to fall off here and this could be an overstep and maybe a bad business decision by some? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't already, drop a quick like on this video. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We got new sports content every single day. If you want to support the channel more, sign up for the channel membership, hit that join button. You get access to lots of cool perks, exclusive videos for you guys, early access to videos, badges, emojis, things to use in live streams throughout the season. Help support me, allows me to keep making this great content for you guys every single day. Again, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.